Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be working on issue 43 of the Alien Xenomorph released by Agora Models. So let me get the parts out of this noisy bag, and no screws or anything today. We have 4 pipes, sorry. They all should go on the foot, I believe. And then we have the foot itself, which, let me see what it says to do. Yeah, first thing it says is to glue the pipe on here. I'm sorry. I've got it on the PDF for the instructions on a different screen than normal. But I'm not going to glue the pipes on until after it's on the foot or it's on the leg. So it tells me to glue the pipes on first, and then it says to fit this onto the ankle here, or onto the foot. And that should go on here pretty well. And then it says to put glue on these parts here. Basically on the seam all the way around, and then put it on, and pretty much, in my opinion, the plan is that you get it on there and then you hope. What I'm going to do instead is what I've done before or done on the leg here, is I'm going to slowly glue this, and you can see there are dots inside there. So let's see, I'm not sure which way is going to work out better. I may have to reevaluate what I was thinking to get this to actually go onto the foot. Interestingly, it's split open. If I get these lined up, the front is a little bit split open. So I'm going to figure out how to glue this. Probably glue it on the foot first. Matter of fact, probably work best if I glue it this way, maybe. I do know I need to pull this ankle piece up a little bit, and it would be nice if there were more pieces that are like this sleeve part here, because the sleeve part lets you do a little bit of tweaking and squeezing and pulling that you can't do otherwise. Because if this had a seam in it, I would tear that seam right in half. Okay, so now I've got good access to the ankle. Put this on here, and then that sleeve will come down, the sleeve will come down and attach. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how I'm going to glue the back first. I think that's the best route, is to start here in the back, gluing the two parts together, and do as I've done on the other skin on the leg, and I'll get this part glued first. Once this is glued, then I can glue the middle together. Yeah, definitely that's going to be the best way, is to start here. Start back here, glue this together, glue this into here, because that glues together. But I'm going to wait on gluing that until I've got this part down. Once that's done, I'll work my way up the foot and be able to come back and show you how it worked. Once that's done, once the foot is completely glued together, then I'll go back and put the pipes in. So I'm going to pause the camera. Actually, I'm going to stop the camera, stop the video because I have to end up stitching a bunch of videos together for doing the skin. But you've seen how I did the skin on the leg. It seemed to work out okay. So I'll be back once I get this glued together and it's set up. And I may come back with zip ties on it. Probably not, but we shall see. Be back when I get it done, and it will probably be at least 24 hours before, so that I can let everything set up. Okay, welcome back. It has actually been over a week. I got sick, other things going on, just haven't had a chance to do any videos. So foot is most of the way done. I have a light that's failing on me here. Just a second. That's better. Pause for a second, turn on the shop lights, or all the shop lights instead of just these panel lights. So I think it worked out fantastically doing this without the pipes already on it. The top looks perfect. Sleeve is pushed down. I was incorrect. I thought the sleeve actually went over the skin. It does not. It goes down inside. Matter of fact, I can get that a little bit further down now. Make sure it's good on both sides. So that's done. The top looks fantastic. The back is good. There's a couple of spots, if you look at it, that you can see the seam. Especially, worst part is the sole of the foot. But this is the display side. So where we left off before I went on my side trip of doing the skin before the pipes was doing the pipes on the foot itself. So I've got this one. This one is, I just trimmed. It's going to go in here like this. Let me get some glue out if there's any left in this bottle. If not, I have another bottle handy. Looks like this is maybe. Yeah, that's about it for that bottle. I'll see if I can get this first one on. There's that. Where there? Didn't see where the pin vise was for a second. That's not going to be enough. That is open already. Copious amount of glue there. Leave this open, let it run back down into the bottle, and get some glue into these points down here. Need to rework the shop lights. I don't have, other than these panel lights, a light directly over the bench. Let me see. Yeah, that one's not coming on. There's no banding, so I'll leave panel lights plus the overhead on. The panel light on the right hand side is the one that is right now not working, which is odd because it is a LED light. And what will probably happen, because I've done this before, is it runs off of a USB power source. And when I've had it happen before, I just unplug things, replug them into different spots on the power splitter, and everything worked like a champ. So let me push this down inside of here. And the leg will stand on its own. I don't let it stand on its own. I usually have something bracing it, but it will stand on its own right now. So there's that one. This should be F2. Let me cut the tab off. I always end up leaving a little bit on here. I hear Ian saying something about God hand nippers. No, Ian, I'm not spending $50 for a pair of nippers. Get some glue in these trenches in here. And a little bit down here on the end, both ends. This build uses more glue than any model I've ever done. So now you've got the small, medium, medium tabs here. Just push it down inside, hold it for a couple of seconds, let the glue set up, and everything should be good to go. Matter of fact, that should probably be long enough. Just checking this one here. Then we move on to F3. Cut the tab off of there. It is convenient that they switched to having these tabs on here, because the first issues that had the didn't have the tabs on them made it a little bit difficult to figure out exactly where each one went. Go ahead and stand his leg up. Put the glue into the trench here. And I don't know that I've addressed this before, but I put these pipes in with the regular super glue, but I'm using the black super glue for the skin because the black super glue holds, or is a little bit flexible, works a little bit better. I will tell you, mostly it works a little bit better for the rubberized parts. I will tell you though, and again, line up the tabs, on this part of the foot, or on this part of the skin, I ended up on the top of the foot using the regular CA because it cured faster in a couple of spots. I used it at the top, I used it at the bottom because it was just not going together. I would put the black on there, zip tied it, held it together, and when I came back a couple hours later, or actually a day later, it was not bonded. So I used the regular super glue to hold it in place. Now let me see. There we go. Now as you see, nobody's holding the leg. It does stand on its own. Which means whoa! I happened to look just in time to see that he was falling. The leg was falling. He will stand mostly on his own. But when it's done and it moves the head and things like that, it will probably knock itself over, just like the leg started to do right now. So let me get the glue in here. And I just bumped the microphone, sorry. It was kind of funny because I looked over just in time to see it hit it bumped the microphone, knocked the foam piece off of it that is supposed to cut down on echoes and things like that, I believe. But I looked up just in time to catch it. So that should be good for this piece. Every time I say something that somebody else says all the time, I'm like, oh yeah, that channel. So shout out to, Spider Sprue, who says this piece very often. And every time I say this piece, I'm like, I hear his voice in my head. So let's get this last pipe in here. Just hold it for a second. Let me see what I can do here. What I'm doing is, while I'm holding this, I'm adjusting other cameras to see if I can get the whole leg even into the shot. So that should be good. Turn it this way. And then we've switched over, swap cameras, and there is the whole leg. Not too bad. looks really good as far as I'm concerned. I know where the problems are at, so when I look at it, I'm like, oh, really? But overall, it looks really good. And when it's, once it's completely done, it'll look fantastic, especially when it moves. I've seen the video from the Nexus. The Nexus did a finished video, and it just looks so awesome when it's done. So I'm going to lay this back down, lay it pipe side up, let those cure a little bit more, switch back over. And that is all there is to do in this build. I do have to say, by the way, in the next video, I will be missing a part. I think it was the next video, but I'm missing a part. And it's actually really impressive because Agora sent me that part immediately. I got it I literally got it before I pressed on with this part. So very happy with that. Agora is fantastic about replacement parts. Sometimes they take a little bit longer, but they do get you taken care of. So with that, I'm going to say like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to be notified of any time I post new videos. Come on over to Hobby Time Modelers on Facebook, YouTube, and Discord. Links are in the description. See what we're doing. One things that we're doing is Friday night streams, Sunday afternoon streams, and the Wednesday perfect grade Falcon build, which 6 of us are building the Falcon. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next video.